Salut à tous, c'est Goldo en speed, à la bourre, grave, je vais arrêter à 16 heures en plus. C'est parti pour la saison 12 de Final Fantasy XVI. À l'arrache. Ok, normalement, je vais t'arrêter correctement. Oui. Let's go.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something? Just spreading the word. So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed. No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
J'espère pas, mais peut-être. Quoi qu'on pourrait faire les monstres. Effectivement, pendant 2 heures, on va peut-être faire du Monster Hunter en fait. Ouais, 1h30 même.
I can't remember the last time she visited the old salt's grave. Very well. I'll suggest it.
Clive! It was luck, and luck alone. But now... Thank you.
Ok.
Anything catch your eye?
En parlant de quête. Ah, il faut se déplacer. Attends, pas tout de suite alors. Oui, on va le faire, mais pas tout de suite. Recueillement. Ouais, bah si, on va se déplacer alors. Allons la faire. Tant que j'y pense, faisons-la. Et après, on ira faire les monstres. J'ai pris les photos la dernière fois, donc ça devrait aller. Ça va être passionnant, la session du jour. Ça va plus être pour vous bercer et faire la sieste. Bon, faut dire qu'il y a eu pas mal d'actions la dernière fois, quand même.
Timing is... Go on. There are whisperings afoot of shadowy rustlings in the undergrowth. Suspicious. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves. Understandable in the current... Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for...
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of...
All right.
Je lis, mais je lis vite. Parce que j'ai pas envie de passer beaucoup de temps sur les quêtes annexes. Elles sont chiantes. Tout simplement. On va se dire les choses telles qu'elles sont. Les quêtes annexes ne sont vraiment pas passionnantes.
There is actually. Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out.
Oh, that. I heard the rumors, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard.
Right.
Le découpage rime de cet opus sont trop prédicatifs et ennuyeux pour cet aspect seul, ouais. J'avoue. Est-ce que c'est le bon chemin là? Je le sens mal. Attends, je peux peut-être monter par là, je crois. Non, je peux descendre mais pas monter. Alors non. Non, ah si, je peux monter. Ouais, j'avais le souvenir qu'on pouvait monter, mais je me souvenais plus comment.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods.
No, but I've heard something.
Where was that?
In Lorbert's Park. Was out foraging for herbs when I ran back here as quick as my legs would...
I see.
Run back here as quick as my legs can be.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal?
Ouais, ça va être les monstres des temples là, tous les coups là. C'est des trucs métalliques. J'ai une nouvelle épée, mais tu sais, de celle que tu gardes que le temps de faire une mission avec, parce qu'après tu gagnes une nouvelle épée. Meilleure. Allez, cours s'il te plaît, Clive. Non, tu veux pas courir? Ah, ça y est.
You there?
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Ok, bah c'était pas les gars que je pensais.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here.
Le mec il parle, mais il aura pas le temps de... Hop là, tu te crois où toi? Oh les pauvres. Alors, toi mon gars, le magicien, il va prendre cher. Pa 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 la la. Vas-y, tu vas d'avoir fini l'autre là, il a plus de vie.
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Non, ça pourrait être le début d'une bonne mission, hein, si scénaristiquement ils font genre ils vont attaquer la nef et du coup on les prévient et il se passe des trucs après, tu vois. Mais j'ai peur qu'ils fassent oh oui merci Clive, on fera attention et hop c'est fini.
Clive.
I found some black shields hiding near...
Black shields. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out, and it would appear the pack has finally caught the damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. And bite back...
I'm sorry. Who did the black shields serve now?
Because I want him.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here...
Ok.
I don't understand. Why him?
I was a
C'est ça,
member of the
raconte.
judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
J'ai rien dit, hein. Avec un tant soit peu de scénario, ça peut être bien une quête annexe. Bon, là, elle est finie, par contre. Enfin, j'imagine qu'il va y avoir une suite.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Tu as raison, du coup, il faut aller il faut aller l'aider, alors. Il n'y en a pas d'autres, de toute façon, sérieux. Il a rien, les shops, là. Ok. Là, par contre, il y a quelque chose à l'échoppe, on va aller voir.
Do you see anything you like?
Épée souveraine, on s'en fout. Quoi, c'était tout? Ok.
I'll be here if you need me.
I don't need you. Attends, j'avais parlé... Ah! Il y en a une, là. Attends, on va faire les monstres. Faut que je retrouve les photos. Alors... interdiction de s'approcher du colosse qui erre au fond du village abandonné de Rosalia. Village abandonné de Rosalia. Hameau de l'auberge. Attends, on va voir la carte de la zone. Le village abandonné. Village abandonné. Falaise. Les jonchères. L'Estange. Merde, mais c'est où le village abandonné? Ah, je sais où il est. Il est là. Il est là, le village abandonné. Attends, je vais mettre un truc. Comment je mets un curseur? Je peux pas? Putain, si je pouvais. Bon, c'est pas grave, on se déplace. Ah, mais je me souviens que j'avais dit que je voulais attendre de ne pas être tout seul pour faire les monstres. Histoire de gagner quelques points et que ça aille un peu plus vite. Bon, c'est pas grave, hein. Maintenant on est parti. What? C'était pas par là? Non, mais on s'en fout, les gars, on s'en fout, on se casse. Merci, salut. Allez. C'est de l'autre côté, c'est pas par là non plus. Ah, c'est de l'autre côté. Mais laissez-moi tranquille. Allez, à force. Allez, cours maintenant. J'aurais dû faire ça depuis le début. Alors, on arrive au village abandonné là. Il est où le colosse? Petit colosse, où es-tu? Ah mais j'avais dit qu'il y avait une arène et qu'il y aurait forcément un monstre, ça devait être là. Hein. Ah ouais, voilà, on y est. Parfait. Oh, rang S. Est-ce que j'ai le niveau pour le battre? Oh la vache. Lui, il faut rester au corps à corps là, sinon il t'envoie les lasers. C'est bon, j'ai déjà compris ça. Elle est cool cette zig de combat quand même, je trouve. Moi, elle me plaît en tout cas. Oh, mais le sac à PV, sérieux. Oh, on est presque à 40 000, sérieux. Ouf, ouf, ouf. Ouais, ça m'a touché. Ah, mais parce que le feu reste. Ah, ma vie. What? Ah, ah. Bon, le problème c'est que la vie elle descend quand même assez vite. Hein. J'ai quand même pas intérêt à me faire toucher de trop. Ah putain, et en plus je me paume dans les trucs. Enfin, un peu de challenge dans le jeu, tu me diras. Aïe. Aïe. Ah, attends, éloigne-toi du feu, là. Parce qu'en fait, s'il y a bien un truc qui me nique, c'est le feu, quoi. Putain. Merde. Oh non, j'ai perdu. Tu vois, quand je parlais tout à l'heure Je parlais tout à l'heure d'y aller avec un personnage en plus pour gratter quelques points. Il serait mort là si j'étais pas tout seul. Hein. Bon, on pourra dire que j'ai perdu une fois dans ce jeu. Très bien. Donc je reviendrai quand j'aurai un personnage supplémentaire parce que là on perd notre temps. Là, on va aller chercher la mission annexe là-bas. Bon, en vrai, j'aurais pu le battre, hein, mais j'ai eu la flemme d'attendre. J'aurais pu l'avoir à l'usure. Voilà ce que c'est que d'avoir la flemme. Tu veux aller plus vite, tu perds du temps.
What's the matter?
Oh, it's right. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery, loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers.
I'll see what I can do.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang.
Right.
The juiciest meat from Greens.
Tadadam.
Run like the wind.
Ouais, il m'a enfilé mes potions et tout. Voilà. C'est quoi ça? C'est un événement? Ah mais ça doit être un gars. Ah ok. Bah écoute.
My blade yet wanders, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over. Get up! Nice try. This one.
Bah bien sûr que si, j'arrête pas de le dire. Que je préférais un style de combat à la FF7 Remake quoi. Si, ça me manque carrément. Pa. Bah il est où? Je le vois plus. Oh oui, contré mon gars. Merde. Faut que je fasse gaffe quand même parce qu'il est pas difficile à battre mais Si je continue à faire n'importe quoi et pas esquiver... Non mais Talgor il se gère tout seul, c'est bon. Oui, je vais le tuer là, il est mort. Alors, il a plus de vie.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Ok, bon bah ça c'est fait.
Good girl.
Bah, c'était pas par là hein, où j'arrivais. Ah si, destination atteinte. Retrouver l'apprenti boulanger sur le chemin de Crodrac. Bah il est où ce con? Ah il est là.
You deserve a rest. Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Marcy must rue the day he took me here. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. Now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Conseiller de donner forme à son sentiment. Conseiller en disant que les souvenirs ne disparaissent pas. C'est quoi la dernière? Motiver en disant de se concentrer sur ce qui est important. Mais là, il pourrait faire genre « Oh là là, je suis triste, du coup je vais devenir un terroriste. » En disant que les souvenirs ne disparaissent jamais, ouais, ou en disant de se concentrer sur ce qui est important. Ouais. Qu'est-ce qui est important pour lui? On va essayer.
Focus on the job at hand. Think about what you can do right now.
What use is proofing loaves when... Wait. Perhaps the solution has been in the bakery all along. You've opened my eyes. Thank you, friend, and fare thee well.
Fare thee well, ok.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Non, pas la boulangerie. Non, mais c'est pas pour de vrai. Hein. C'est une boulangerie virtuelle en plus. Hein. T'inquiète, ils en veulent pas à ta vie. T'inquiète.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Ah, there you are. The man who... Oh, I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful.
Ça risque d'être un poil trop salé, non?
Master, I have found my purpose. I must.
Well, if it tastes half as unique, not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his. I don't know how you did it. But...
Ok. Ça c'est de la mission annexe comme on l'aime, hein. Il y a un truc dans le désert. Est-ce que je me fais les... Non, j'ai dit que j'attendais de récupérer des gens pour ça. Il faut que j'arrête d'être tenté de faire tous les trucs seul, là, les monstres et tout ça. Parce que autant les jeux, quand ils sont trop faciles, je me fais chier, mais autant ça me gonfle de refaire des trucs. Et je suis à l'image de l'être humain, tu vois. Complexe et plein de paradoxes. Alors... Non, lui, il a plus rien, de toute façon. Ah, est-ce qu'elle me fait... Mais non, sinon, il y aura un petit truc au-dessus. Ah, mais on peut voir... elle a fini son atelier, elle. Ok.
What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
The Enterprise!
Me and my dad designed it together.
Star Trek Cross FF.
On the fickle winds to drive them through the water. Ours is fitted with mithril engines. Those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Plan de l'armure de Mithril. Est-ce qu'on pourrait pas faire des armures pour nous aussi? J'aurais dû passer de l'autre côté.
went up to give some breeze.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged.
Go on then. She said you would know. Here.
Rega's tea. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, and I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
Right.
Ah, merci. On n'a pas eu besoin d'aller les chercher nous-mêmes. Ouais.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Still, if that's what it takes to get to...
And, what is...
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, that means an alloy. Something that won't break, which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we... One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the set.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supply.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, catch doing the fight.
Je les ai déjà, non?
You going after the Stardust then? Which one of these two lucky souls is...
Non, vas-y, viens avec moi, Gab.
Gav.
All right then. So,
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the...
southern reaches of the Velcro, eh? I'll go and scout the place out. See about how...
All right. While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn.
You two, eh?
Fleece me.
Moi qui voulais laisser Otto à la base, parce que c'est lui qui gère la base quand on n'est pas là. Qui va gérer la base si tout le monde se barre là? Map monde. En fait, t'avais raison. On fait que des quêtes annexes de merde. Enfin, ceci dit, celle-là, c'est une quête... c'est pas une quête annexe, mais ça y ressemble beaucoup.
Ambrosia won't help me here. Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav? Ready, go? Thanks, Gal. Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dallamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get.
Then let's get bagging, shall
we? We shall.
Quoi, pas un petit combat là, vite fait, genre, oh là là, qu'est-ce que vous faites? Oui, je sais que ça sert à rien, mais c'est quand même à nous, oh là là. Non, y'a rien. Ou un monstre, oh là là, il y a un monstre, oh là là. Tu vois, histoire qu'il se passe un truc, quoi. Bah non, alors, on va ramasser de la Stardust.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
3 sur 5, c'est où le reste? Il avait pas dit que c'était à côté de la rivière? Ah oui, d'accord. Bon, il m'en manque un. Là.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Quoi, il veut pécho ou quoi?
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Et donc, je reste là, seul.
Ready to go home, boy?
Ok. Retourner à Blackthorn au repère. Et pourquoi il pouvait pas y aller avec lui? Il y a forcément un monstre là-bas, mais enfin on n'a dit pas maintenant. Et il y a quand même tout ça à explorer encore. Et puis mets d'avis qu'il doit y avoir un monde dans le ciel là, puisque t'as tous les trucs qui sont tombés. On va pas le finir avant les vacances là. Je le sens mal. À moins que la fin soit expédiée, mais...
Blackthorn. Got everything you need.
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to begin.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often, or be sneaking around.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I can...
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
He cracked the crystal too. You joking?
Pas de mission annexe. Si, comptoir de récompense, faut aller la chercher. Ah bah oui, puisqu'on a battu un monstre, ok. Est-ce qu'on peut passer par là? Non.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Oui.
Us. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, in other words, the reactor would overheat. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would...
You can stop there.
Non, c'est vrai? Incroyable.
Said we might be able to use part. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in... The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have...
Ah oui, enfin.
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my team and...
Pourquoi il vient pas avec moi d'ailleurs, Jill là?
Kuka. When I close my eyes.
Ça me paraît quand même assez long pour des derniers mots, quoi. Tu vois bien le mec se faire écraser par Titan et faire « Transmettez toujours vos sentiments avec vos propres mots, car eux seuls peuvent le faire avec fidélité !» Ok. Allez, c'est parti. Au revoir.
Here you are.
Alors, mission, pas mission, map monde. Carte de la zone. Alors, qu'est-ce qui est le plus près? Là peut-être? Et après avec le chocobo on va plus vite.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Alors on y est.
Thanks, girl.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature.
Of course.
Oh, super, il me laisse pas le temps de me prendre le truc, quoi. Laisse-moi le temps de prendre l'objet.
Anybody home?
C'était ça, le monstre?
This must be our unwanted visit.
Ta 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 ta. Ah ouais, par contre, ça lui enlève pas mal sa jauge. Allez, allez, allez. Ah, pourquoi je me suis mangé? Alors, je vais changer la routine. Je vais commencer par ça. Voilà, pendant que je fais ça, et je vais finir par celui-là. Voilà, parce que pendant que je fais ça, en fait, il se mange le vent en même temps. Ouais, bah pas terrible, hein, 36. Oh merde, j'ai utilisé ma jauge pour rien. Ouais, je suis deg. Tiens, crève.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that every...
All right.
Je vais prendre mon objet. Voilà. Je suis content, j'ai mon croc d'animal. Hein. Maintenant, je vais pouvoir rentrer.
We're seeing troops amassing at every boarding crossing.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another...
And just one
Right. Right, the shielding. This one...
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop. But those things will still... Which is why you need a prism for the... I thought a trip... The helm and... I need...
Well, if I were... I know who's counsel...
Tones? I've got all the details. Can you take this to him?
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I went up to give some greens to the chocolate.
Hippocrates.
For you, Clive?
Well, actually, it's for Mid this. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a myth? What are the...
She has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also, as you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or...
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, I shall speak to them and see what wisdom. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall... The knowledge of the past may...
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flame.
So, Clive, who will accompany you?
All right. So, what do we...
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic? Conch? Are you sure this is the right... Looks like the ingredients for someone's...
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. Hence moon dews. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need.
Well, isn't that I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon.
All right.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Hippocrates and I'll look after things here. You head over to Northreach.
Now, where's Talia?
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on
I won't
these.
have use.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like... But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up.
All right.
Let's see now. What? Meet me by the gate when you've got...
What do you want? If that's what you want. And thanks for nothing. What do you want? Good riddance.
There's talk at the glass gate.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I trust it's all here. Good day.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Fresh cuts! Come and get them. Come! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the...
Well, did you find it?
I did.
Garlic and pepio nuts. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be... But we're not in too much. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. Shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Super. Cassos. Ah, ok. Bon, bah comme ça c'est fait.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the Moondew.
Elle était blessée ou fatiguée de la dernière fois où elle s'est transformée. Et du coup, depuis la dernière fois où elle s'est transformée, elle n'est plus allée avec nous. Ça fait un moment maintenant, du coup.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small, I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the Moondew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may...
J'ai choisi Taria parce que je voulais voir si Jill allait réagir en fait. Et puis comme ils ont décidé de la laisser se reposer au repère, c'était plus logique de la laisser là.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then.
Sans ça changera rien, mec.
Would you join me in the
À mon avis, ça change rien du tout.
Many hands make light work and all that. Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame.
Ah, spice it up a bit. Non, mais sérieux, ça va rien changer. J'en suis persuadé. Ça changera rien.
Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Mais non, mais sérieux, t'es pas. On a fait plein de temps avec elle. J'étais curieux de voir ce que ça pouvait donner avec l'autre. Comme elle le disait, ils étaient jamais partis en mission ensemble, tu vois.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you up, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide he's supervising the construction and testing.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me...
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start working out how to the Black Hammer.
Putain, lui avec sa... Merde, comment on appelle ça déjà? Avec son enclume, je peux te dire qu'il fait du boulot.
I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is.
Ah, quand même.
Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some.
One moment later. Ça a l'air vachement moins classe que sur le plan.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Fuck for that. I've been feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off, my gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command.
Oh, wow! Quelle surprise!
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Visiblement, ils ont eu des pirates dans le monde de FF aussi. Du courrier est arrivé. Oh là, oh là, oh là, il se passe des trucs là. La recherche avance. On va aller voir le courrier d'abord.
He cracked the crystal too.
Ah ouais, grâce à toi, ça va. Ok. Ah merde, ah, carrément. Totalement inquiète un peu. Ces temps-ci, j'aimerais vous en parler, mais pour ça, il faudrait que vous passiez moi. Putain. Ok. Je me suis aperçu qu'on avait un petit problème en faisant les comptes. J'aimerais que tu viennes me donner un coup de main pour régler tout ça quand tu auras le temps. Allez.
Trouble with the ledgers.
Putain, ça y est, on a fait plein là. Même pas, il en reste une là-bas quoi.
Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. And you might still be doubting your craft. Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a butt. Still, you got a keen eye, I'll give him. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a sink. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck, you could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah, not troubling me exactly. More distracting.
And if you knew how to, we could arm the curse breakers with even better...
That's about...
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. We can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
Sure is soft touch. I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about...
Cool. Ce serait l'arme ultime. La dernière épée du jeu. Non, j'ai vu que la dernière épée du jeu, tu peux pas l'avoir avant d'avoir fini le jeu en fait. Tu peux l'avoir quand G+.
He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but didn't like him. Which is why I've not been working him too hard.
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy?
What was it you said it was?
That's what the laws must see.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's...
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows.
Instead of everything, you mean?
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after him again?
I suppose I am, yes.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go which made it nice, innit?
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who my clients? Suppose you're not likely. Fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Delmeckian, and he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my... I reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dallas.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's...
I appreciate that.
Ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum, dum, dum. Da-da-da-da-dum, dum, dum. Da-da-da-da-dum. Bum, bum.
Osman, I need to ask.
He isn't ill.
I don't think so. But according to... She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something...
I rather think she might be. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite if we assume that his newfound magics require It may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing, frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals. As to where one might find a suitable substitute,
Super,
and little wonder. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about.
Even so.
Good hunting.
Is that the thing Tomes helped me?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive. That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto. A little. Listen. I've some bad news, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear, sadly, that square turned out to be more of a... I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help keeping it from...
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lend, and instead of coming straight, you get Clive to come to you. The man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. Well?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends.
Each. 5 million.
Each?
That's the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and well, I must have made.
Those loads. We have that much to hand?
No, we don't. And no, after the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our beck. Besides, we'll need to learn to...
All right. But that doesn't mean... Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Something Sid and I set aside for, and I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates...
I'm sure there will be.
But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, asses...
I know.
Go.
Because you'd rather...
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really?
No.
Ouais, personne n'y croit là. Hein. Ok. Bon, j'ai déjà 3 missions, c'est pas à peine que j'aille chercher l'autre. On va juste se TP là où il faut aller maintenant. Alors, trouver Ignac au lac d'Aïna. On va commencer par là.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
St. Drake's fang is gone.
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life, however deep your friends' pockets might be.
Yeah, we don't know for sure. It could have just been a tremor.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship... He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thief...
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant.
Ah.
And I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that...
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet and every ill-gotten coin in debt.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac and...
That will be very kind.
Farewell.
Ok. Ba-da-bam. Ba-ba-ba-ba-dam. Ah ouais, ok. Si. Ah, ça change pas grand-chose. Hein. Ok. On va juste sortir de là. Ah, 700 mètres, sérieux. Et on peut pas se TP, quoi.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Bien tenté.
Time to fight.
Non. Ah mais t'es sérieux? En fait je peux pas passer. Oh mais non. Oh, ce jeu des fois. Attends si j'ai regardé la carte.
No need to ride from here.
J'espère qu'ils vont faire la lumière sur la civilisation là, qui avait construit ces trucs là avant que ça s'écrase. Parce que ça, c'est intéressant comme mystère. Bonjour, c'est pour un retrait. Voilà. C'est bon. Merde, je me gourde le bouton, putain.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Delamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my Wyvern? A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear. Redeem here tells me you wished for
A few moments of your time should suffice, yeah?
You're a peculiar.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain...
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond, and is used exclusively, they believe. No combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blade. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and there's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an...
Why, they use a whetstone. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, but it is the final stone which lends a mineral quite foreign to... And that is the key. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rent. Take this, together with my the very
cool.
stone of which I spoke. Far and a far more.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosity. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel.
There are many other collectors.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern, may our paths cross it. Radim!
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Coming, my lordship.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone shell.
I take it Drake's fang was your doing, Sid. You really are quite the outlaw. It's only a matter of time before the people learn of this and seek to apportion blame. Lie low is my advice.
Bon, j'ai fait ça. Éliminer les antilopes.
I wasn't expecting, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin, and though I doubt it's what you were expecting.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right box.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out, I charged that anyway. Why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have a bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it?
Something like that.
Same as always. Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hard.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement. I reckon what he saw in Sid, and don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're that.
Ok. Elle est où, Apolline? Ça, c'est 2. Il est où le 1? Il y a un monstre là. Ah bah oui. C'est le fameux monstre qui m'a tué. Ouais. Je reviendrai pour les loups et on se fera le monstre, mais je pense qu'on va faire ça la prochaine fois. Allez, je vais donner le rubis à Pauline et après j'arrête. Ah, j'avais oublié qui c'était Apolline, mais c'est bon, maintenant je me souviens.
Did you hear? I want to see.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc?
Milady.
Gifts? Oh my.
Otto asked me to give it to settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil, and to...
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
Gob will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
J'ai apporté la pierre à aiguiser pour une raison, c'est une arme plus forte. Il en sera que plus simple de battre les monstres. Donc on va aller apporter ça à Blackthorn.
Sorry for the... but hopefully he'll agree. You learned something. I did better. Yes.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent...
Even so.
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. Now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing for that. Just imagine it. Good Valesthian steel with an egg. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much...
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delicious.
I've been working day and night since I was half your age. Hey, I owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to...
I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I makes. You come and find me when you've got the material.
Right.
D'accord, c'est quoi les matériaux? Après, si c'est une épée qui marche qu'une fois, on va l'utiliser contre le boss de fin et basta. Plan d'Excalibur, bah tiens.
What do you need?
Je veux faire Excalibur.
So, will it be?
Ah. Bon, elle est pas si balèze que ça, sérieux, 268 quoi. Après, j'imagine qu'on peut l'améliorer, mais quand même pas d'ailleurs, je crois qu'elle s'améliore pas celle-là. Ok.
Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it.
Le Grimalkin, cœur de bombeau. Bon, ok, allez, on va valider là-bas. Puis après, on sauvegarde et j'arrête. Il faut que j'arrive à me souvenir que la prochaine session, il faut aller chercher la mission qu'il y a au fond là-bas. Oui, file-moi ma récompense. Merci.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Good. So Lady Karen accepted the...
Ah, she was just too stubborn. She threw it right back in my face. And told me.
Karen refused pay.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever.
C'est toujours moi qui dois tout faire, quoi.
Lady Karen tells me you won. Would you prefer the debt was repaid?
What debt? I don't recall when. I may have tossed a talent or two in, but those were donations. And you can hardly call it...
Of course not. Pardon, one. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then... Where'd you even get this? A decent trader mightn't. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself, and might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty you wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Oh, c'est la première fois qu'en français c'est mieux qu'en anglais pour le coup.
I hear you ended up delivering all three. Thanks to this luck, I sometimes wonder what I paid.
Speaking of which,
Oh! So you remember what's up?
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit.
I knew so little about him.
Most people.
Arthur and the Dame both seem to have... How long did you know Sid?
Before he died. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. He brought passage to... forget where. And having nothing better to do, I set up drinking Island rum till the morning bell dragged me. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden, me and Sid stayed close. Promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was... before fate, the magic woke inside my son soon after his first, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have
My family were the ones who summoned the constable. Wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him. And I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when... Him who cried for me. Him who swore he'd do everything he could. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the couple knew then.
Oh punaise, je pensais pas que ce serait aussi long.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go with the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
Ah, un souvenir de plus.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Bon, bah, ça a duré plus longtemps que prévu. La coupe de Sid. Allez, cette fois, je vais être à la bourre. Système, sauvegarder. Allez, merci de m'avoir suivi. À plus, à la prochaine. Ciao.